Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today it is time for that in-depth talk on Halo Infinite. I've been a long-time Halo fan, a fan of Halo for a very long time. I've seen peak Halo and I've seen Halo at its lowest point, which is basically right now. I would say Halo is at a pretty damn low point right now. Halo Infinite is a good game, I will say, but I think it's ruined by management, lack of content, lack of support, and the fact that they gave up very shortly after Halo Infinite's peak, by the way, and we'll get into that part later. But I just kind of want to, I just want to make this video talk about Halo Infinite as a whole, because excuse me, I really do like this game. I really do think Halo Infinite is a good game at its core. However, just like how I mentioned, like I think Black Ops 6 is a good game at its core. It's ruined by many issues. Halo Infinite's the exact same, except Halo Infinite's better in my opinion. But Black Ops 6, great game at its core, but ruined by the plethora of issues. So is Halo Infinite, ruined by a lot of issues, mostly just mismanagement by 343, Halo Studios, whatever the fuck, and Microsoft. So let's just get right into the topic. So Halo Infinite released all the way back in 2021. I know it's crazy to think that Halo Infinite's like 4 years old now, right? Right? It should be four, yeah. Um, and Halo Infinite originally had a whole ass like 10-year long plan or some shit, and they didn't live up to that shit whatsoever. I'm glad because I don't like games that go like, oh yeah, we have a very long plan. Like, I don't know if I want to play Halo Infinite straight for 10 years. I want more Halo, a different Halo game. But that's besides the point. They had this whole ass plan and they talked about, and then they gave up support of Halo Infinite within like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. They gave up support really fast. They gave up support like within 2 years. So let's just start from the beginning. Halo Infinite, again, released in 2021 alongside of Battlefield 2042 and Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, it is a nice treat when Halo, Battlefield, and Call of Duty all release the same year. It is a treat when that happens and when they're all good. Unfortunately, they're not. I mean, not this year, not during 2021. Call of Duty Vanguard was awful. Battlefield 2042 was a mess at launch. It's better now, but it was a mess at launch. Halo Infinite, compared to the other two, it is by far better at the time. Even now, maybe, I guess. Vanguard's dookie, and Battlefield 2042 is a pretty decent game, though, in of itself, though. But Halo Infinite, I just, as a Halo fan, coming after Halo 5, which a lot of people hate Halo 5, I don't hate it. I don't like its campaign, but I think its multiplayer and custom games, like in Forge and shit, they're really fun. I think the multiplayer of Halo 5 is a little. I don't. I think it's really good in my opinion. I think it's really fun. I miss it sometimes. But after that time, Halo fans were disappointed with Halo 5. A lot of them did not like it. A lot of them hated it. And then during the people constantly complain about the art style of Halo 5. And yeah, I will agree. There was a lot of like ugly looking stuff, particularly the armor. Due to the fact that they used a supply drop type system, they had to fill those loot boxes with a bunch of ugly shit. They said, okay, we gotta fill this stuff. We gotta fill these rec packs with some of the ugliest armors possible, the ugliest helmets and shit. And in terms of customization, there wasn't much. You can change your armor. Like, you didn't even get to choose individual armor pieces. You choose the armor itself and then the helmet. So customization was extremely limited in Halo 5 in terms of your character. But overall, after Halo 5, a lot of Halo fans were disappointed, unhappy, and not sure what was next with the franchise. A couple years later, Halo Infinite gets announced. And people are happy about it because the art style looks a lot different compared to past, to Halo 5. It looks way different. It looks better. It looks more like classic Halo, which is what people want. People want that. Like, I'm not saying like people don't want it like to directly like go back in time, but at least to look more like Halo and have more Halo designs with iconic designs and iconic sounds and whatever people want. One thing I want to off topic, I hate how they butchered the energy sword. The energy sword used to have such a cool sound back in the day. Now it just sounds so lame. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the energy sword just sounds so lame now. And I don't like it, man. I loved the classic energy sword sound. Even the one from Halo 2 Anniversary was peak. But the one they have in like Halo 5 and Halo 4 was alright. But Halo 5 and Halo Infinite's energy sword sound, I just don't like. But anyways, Halo Infinite showed with its like reveal trailer It showed off really nice looking graphics, okay? It showed off wildlife on the ring, and we all thought we were going to get this stuff. We all thought we were going to get a bunch of wildlife and herds of animals and some absolute insane open world elements. And then when Halo Infinite dropped, and I don't mean to diss Halo Infinite's campaign because its campaign is pretty good. However, I just feel like in terms of an open world, it's like I don't know. It's not horrible, but like that trailer made it seem like more vast than it actually was, you know? Like I guess they were just showing off the engine maybe, but oh, I don't even I'm going to talk about the engine a little bit later, the game engine that they talked so much about and said how great it was. Now they're moving to Unreal Engine 5, I believe, or whatever. They're moving to an entirely different engine compared to what they made, particularly for Halo Infinite. They made the Slip Space engine for Halo Infinite just to abandon it for the next Halo game because the Slip Space engine sucks apparently. But anyways, during that trailer, the reveal trailer that released, I don't even remember when it released. It just showed off a lot. It showed off animals. It showed off so many things that we thought we might get on the actual Halo ring during Halo Infinite. Because through this trailer alone, a lot of people instantly assumed that Halo Infinite was going to be open world, and I liked that idea. Now, I mean, like, I do like linear missions. I like that, but if I think Halo Infinite, especially, like, I think it'd just be really cool to get an open world Halo game, and we did with Halo Infinite. Granted, is it as awesome as we hoped? No, absolutely not. I'm not dissing the campaign. The campaign's good. The map itself is not bad. I just feel like it's I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say, but I just think sorry, excuse me. It just wasn't what it should have been. And that's kind of what Halo Infinite is as a game. Halo Infinite is a Halo game that shouldn't be in the spot it is right now. To where it's abandoned 3 or 4 years in. 4 years into the game. It's abandoned 4 years in, and the game's content is very pathetic. And the only type of post launch content they can drop at this point are Forge created maps, community created maps. They don't even have the ability to drop any more developer made maps. They have all been Forge maps. I don't even remember the last. I think the last developer made map was Illusion. Was it Illusion or was that Crystal map? The one of the pink crystal caves with the needle or shit. I can't remember which one came first, but they haven't had a developer made map in a while, and they gave up on Halo Infinite. I would say right around its peak. So jump forward a bit. Again, Halo Infinite, when it first came out, lack of content, dude. Lack of content. No Forge. No certain popular game modes. No Infection. No Firefight. And just a lot of missing core Halo features. And that's what I think people just don't like about modern Halo currently, is the fact that it just can't simply launch the game with iconic Halo features. I mean, they changed a lot of things. Like they changed the way how King of the Hill worked, which I don't even think if King of the Hill was on in the game at launch. I don't think was it. I honestly can't remember. I can't remember if it was there at launch, but I just feel like Halo Infinite's like a giant missed shot. It had the chance to be something big and vast and absolutely phenomenal. And I will say, Halo Infinite's campaign phenomenal. Halo Infinite's multiplayer at its core great, but the lack of content is what bothers me. The fact that Halo Infinite, throughout its first year being released, got barely any fucking content. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. One thing. Halo Infinite, we all thought we were going to get post-launch weapons, vehicles, all of that stuff. Nope. We got 2 post-launch weapons. Weapons that released after launch within the 4 years Halo Infinite's been out. We got the Bandit and the MK Avenger. MK5 Avenger, whatever it's called. We got 2 weapons and no vehicles. Nothing for the vehicles, nothing else new, nothing but 2 new weapons and a bunch of overpriced cosmetics. That is one thing I absolutely hate about Halo Infinite is its pricing for its cosmetics, that they had to sell everything. Obviously, Halo fans go like, oh, I missed the day where you have to grind for stuff. Unfortunately, those days are kind of over. Sure, they do occasionally have things you can earn, but for the most part, almost everything, if you want to look cool in Halo Infinite, you got to open up your wallet. And that's just what sucks, man. I mean, again, it's the gaming world now. You kind of got to open your wallet up for anything, you know? And Call of Duty, if you want to look cool, you got to open up your wallet, you know? But it just sucks with Halo because Halo wasn't like that always, you know. Even the rec packs though in Halo 5 though, you didn't have to open up your wallet. I don't know why people complain about them so much. The rec packs weren't that bad because you can earn them simply by playing the game, just by saving up your rec points. People act like it was impossible to save up your rec points. You're like, oh, I can't save up my rec points. Like, what do you mean? It's not that hard. Do it. I mean, I understand the supply drop system was not the best system either, but Halo Infinite with the Battle Pass approach when it came out, not a terrible idea, and it was also cool because once you buy the Battle Pass, it never expires, so you don't have to worry about buying it. And let's just say you work a busy job, you don't have to worry about missing out on it because you didn't have time to play. You buy it, you get to keep it. That's one W on Halo Infinite's Battle Pass system, and the Battle Passes start as 100 tiers, you know, for a while at season 4, I think season 4 is when they cut it, or was season 4 100 tiers? I don't know. After that, they completely stopped doing seasons. Okay, so again, back to jumping forward in time a bit. Halo Infinite, I would say, had its best peak around season three's release. Season 3 for the multiplayer, when we finally got a new weapon, the player base was actually growing. Halo Infinite might have been on the right track. I'm generally like it was generally on the right track, I think. Even other Halo players and people in the community were actually saying, "Hey, this is looking pretty good. Hey, season 3 is bringing in a lot of players, you know?" And it was going so well. And then season 4 dropped, we finally got Infection, but then I kind of feel like they like stopped or like they slowed down. Gave up on telling the multiplayer story that they were telling through cutscenes. They officially announced they weren't dropping anymore. And then they completely cut seasons as a whole and turn them into small 20 tier or 10 tier operations that you buy. And then so they'll put like one set of armor, most likely, usually the most mid one possible, or just one that's lame, in the 10 tier free pass. I think it's free. No, it's not free. Is it? I honestly don't fucking remember. I think. Anyways, though, they'll put some mid armor in the little pass thing, and then they'll put the best ones in the shop for like $20. So right now they have like the Halo, they have some Master Chief stuff with like Blue Team. If you want the whole thing, that's like $30 right now. No, I think it's 40, 30 or 40. It's absolute bullshit how pricey that shit is. It's absolutely insane just how I don't know, man. The fact is that all they do is release overpriced armor sets, rely on the community to make maps. Sure, we finally got a few Halo features. We got, I mean, oddballs in the game. It's just, oddballs in the game, but it's a little bit different. King of the Hills in the game, it's very different. I don't like how they changed it. Um, Finally got Firefight. It's cool, you know. AI and Forge is cool. I think like the Forge in Halo Infinite is one of the most advanced. It is the most advanced we've ever had, and it didn't launch with the game, just like how in Halo 5 it didn't launch. But overall, that's not the worst thing. I just think to talk about Halo Infinite, to sum it up in one word, missed opportunities, or like an entirely missed shot. Because Halo Infinite, again, it's a great game at its core. I truly believe that. I believe this game is a good game. Okay, I love the multiplayer. I love the way it feels. I love the campaign. I love all of it. I love the art style for some of the things. Yeah, there's some ugly ass helmets, some, not very many. But for the most part, Halo Infinite has a nice art style. I like the armor core system. It allows you to customize your Spartan in many different ways. Some people absolutely hate it and go like, I don't like it." Like, well, okay, you don't have to like it, but I'm just saying it's a really cool way to kind of allow you to customize your Spartan in many different ways. I think in terms of character customization, Halo Infinite has some pretty damn good ones. It has a pretty good damn system. Unfortunately, you had to open up your wallet for all of it, for the most part. I wish Halo, yeah, there's the like they brought the exchange system in where you can earn like old stuff that like you might have missed out on, like that one helmet. I don't know what it's called. It's like from that one Entrenched event. It was like the Fallout looking, no, not Fallout, Wolfenstein looking helmet. I don't know what I'm talking about. That helmet I missed out on because I wasn't playing Halo Infinite during that time, or you know, around 2021, 2022, when the game was barely getting any content. It was sad, but they finally brought that helmet back to the exchange, and I instantly got it because I was so happy because I really wanted that helmet. But the exchange is in the game, so you can earn a few things, but for the most part, I think one thing that Halo fans just don't like is having to pay overpriced for armor sets, man. It was really bad at launch because they were charging you for like all kinds of shit. They were charging you for colors, dude. Colors. Armor coding. Listen, the armor coding system is all right. Although I wish we had the just choose your own colors, and I really hope they revert that when the next Halo game drops. Which I will be making a video talking about, in my opinion, what can make the next Halo game good. Or like, I generally think the next Halo game is a make or break kind of thing. Like, it's generally really important for the Halo franchise because I think some people would say, "Oh, Halo should be dead by now." And yeah, some people go like, "Oh, Halo is dead." Like, no, Halo's hanging around. It's just not what it used to be at all. Can it be revived? Absolutely. It just depends on if Microsoft and Halo Studios has the will to do so. So I just feel like Halo's been being neglected for years. It has been neglected for a very long time by 343, not three Microsoft, particularly Microsoft. They don't know what they're doing with Halo anymore. Just they just kind of don't really care. They're just doing their own thing. But I don't. I think Halo Infinite just was neglected from the start. It launched without very core basic Halo features. It launched just not great. It launched like the hype and build up that Halo Infinite had with at least within the Halo community. People were excited. People were going like, "Oh my god, Halo Infinite can be peak. Halo Infinite's gonna be great." We get it. Sure, it's okay at launch, but then we kind of realized, hey, this game's kind of lacking a lot of things. It's lacking a lot of content. 2 years in, still lacking a lot of content. 4 years in, still lacking a lot of content. Halo 3 had more content in 2007 than Halo Infinite does in 2021. I'm telling you, how does the older Halo games have way more, double, triple the content than Halo Infinite? Even now, Halo Infinite's still lacking the content. And it's just sad. It's truly sad. Halo Infinite could have been great. Halo Infinite was meant to be beautiful. I'm quoting Ultron with that. Like it was meant to be beautiful. It was meant to be great. And I just think they fumbled it. Now again, Halo Infinite still a good game in my opinion. It's just not what it should have been. I do enjoy the multiplayer. I do like the campaign. That's why I obviously chose to have some multiplayer gameplay in the background. I do think it has a good multiplayer, but like the one issue I mentioned earlier, they gave up support on the game, so all the maps, they're all Forge Creator maps. They're all made by the community, which is awesome. You know, this map I'm playing on in this gameplay right here, somebody made it. And that's really impressive. And the Forgers, they deserve all the goddamn credit in the world because they are the only ones that keep Halo Infinite basically going at this point. They're the ones pumping out the new maps. I think they're even the ones that make the new game modes. I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm taking that out of my ass. But the point being, the maps come from these guys. All of the maps come from the Forgers, and they're incredible. I wish I knew how the Infinite Forge system worked, but I'm terrible at it. I just Halo Infinite, the fact that it only got two post-launch content, two weapons that came out after launch, okay? And I'm not even going to talk about the pathetic attempt to bring back the Fuel Rod gun. The Fuel Rod cannon is a very iconic Halo weapon, and instead of bringing it back in its full glory, they make a hybrid, a disgusting hybrid mixed in with the Spanker rocket launcher and the Fuel Rod, and they call it the Fuel Rod Spanker. Like everybody, every single Halo player looked at it like, what the hell is this? Who asked for this? Who wants this? Nobody. I'm getting very into this. But I just think, as my time is running out with this recording, I just think Halo Infinite, it's a good game at its core. It's just let down. Let down by Microsoft, let down by 343. They gave up on it. During its peak, during Season 3, it generally, if they put the effort into it, they could have revived the game. But instead, they decided to let it go. And I'm not saying Halo Infinite's dead, because obviously there's people playing it. People always go like, oh, it's a dead game. There's people playing it. It's still alive. But a dead game is when there's no one playing it. The servers are offline. That's could people get confused. But I am running out of time now. Hold on. I had to extend my gameplay. I'm sorry, I didn't think it would go on that long, so you're gonna have to just accept that I didn't have any more Halo Infinite gameplay, so I decided to throw Infinite Warfare gameplay. It's the closest thing, huh? Okay, anyways, because I'm just wrapping it up, so I just want to be able to wrap it up formally, you know, instead of having to go like, okay guys, bye, see you in the next video. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. Halo Infinite could have been so much more. It really could have. You know, it was just, I think they just should have stuck with it, at least tried to. At Season 3, it was generally looking good. It was generally looking in the right direction. Halo Infinite was gaining quite a bit of players. We finally got a post-launch weapon. We were thinking we might get more post-launch weapons and more post-launch vehicles. more maps, more modes, so many things. The potential was infinite for Halo Infinite. That's literally what they were going on about all about launch before launch. They were like, "Oh, the potential for this game is infinite." Really? Well, not really, because you guys gave up on the game within like 2 years. So I don't know, man. I wish they didn't give up so soon. I really wish. I just wish they tried, and I'm sure they did. Maybe it was Microsoft's choice. Like, hey, we're pulling the plug. Go work on the next Halo game and release it without any of the core features. Okay, but the final point to this video is Halo Infinite could have been so much more. It was meant to be beautiful. That's all I gotta say, I think. I just think, I know if this talk didn't seem like it as in-depth as I thought it would be, I kind of just rambled about it, but you could talk about Halo Infinite. I could talk about Halo Infinite all day. Not all day, but I could go all on about the issues, and this video would probably be like 30 minutes long. You don't need that. So, I think that's all. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. The channel's doing decent. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been uploading lately. I will get back in a groove. I will get back to uploading. Sorry, my phone is vibrating. People are texting me. Go away. Oh God, I don't want to open that. How do I get? Okay, yeah, get out of here. I accidentally opened, like, you know how like a notification pops up on the top of your screen and you're trying to make it go away, but instead it opens up a little cube, a little square of the app. Like, no, I don't want to open it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video and have a great rest of your day.
Oh, don't cry, little Halo fans. 343's got enough overpriced armor sets, novels, and unpaid labor to feed you your entire life. Halo Studios, release next game ASAP, with none of the basic features at launch.